Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel Love It or More. This is your May 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. We'll start off with the sound bowl just to tune in to the energies and cleanse the space. So if you'd like to take a nice breath in and exhale. Okay, Sagittarius, let us see what May is coming up for you. Right, we'll do 3 piles. I will cut the deck. First pile will be current energies starting the month. Second pile will be any challenges, unseen or surprises. And then the outcome will be in the final row. Okay, I'll take those 2 cards actually for the beginning. Illumination and openness. Wow, both are very like, whoa. Zoom out. Right, okay. Yo. Okay. I'll get a few of these cards before I start reading. What is unseen to you at this time is orphaned. Feeling left behind, feeling abandoned. It's a number 5 as well, which in numerology talks about change or obstacles or challenges. And then we have the outcome is warrior woman. Don't worry about the genders, it is non-gender specific. Have you answered your deepest calling? Interesting. This might be quite a spiritual reading for you, Sagittarius. Okay. Moon. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. We'll take the one that jumped on the floor, which I'm sorry to say is temptation, which would be the devil card. Okay, but don't get so scared about the devil card. It just means that an energy is to the extreme level of what it can be, of what it could be in moderation. I was going to cut the deck, but let's just see a 3rd card, please, for Sagittarius. Okay. And transformation, very nice. So this would be the death card, but death usually talks about transformation, every season coming to an end. Okay, I'm using the Fountain Tarot now to see what else. I would love if the Fountain card turned up. Right. Can we get for the moon? We'll cut the deck. Oh, right, okay. 2 of Swords. Just want to see the big picture here. 7 of Wands. Okay. 5 of Cups. Yo. Ace of Swords. 9 of Swords. Whoa. Okay. Sagittarius, it might be a bit of a tricky time for you. In May. Let's see what else we have for transformation, please. What I do see is you coming out of it, that's for sure. But sorry, I'll explain it all when I'll just get these last 2 cards out. Thank you. The Fool. Yes, that's a transformation. Thank you very much. And what else do we have? Probably won't give me anything else. Oh, they will. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So your month of May is going to be quite challenging because we started with this illumination and openness together with the moon. Now we've got 2 big moons over there. Moons are all about things being not shady, but there's a mist over things. You can't quite see clearly because there's things happening beneath the surface, right? The best way to imagine it or understand the moon card is that when there's a full moon, it almost seems like it seems very bright outside at night. But the moon casts because it isn't nighttime, the moon casts very heavy shadows across trees and houses, so much so that the houses or the trees look much larger than they really are. Okay, this means sometimes we can reach a bit of a feverish pitch, emotionally speaking, with how things are presented to us in the real world. It is a situation where best not to trust it as face value, because whether it be good or bad doesn't matter, it's not quite clear cut, but you are getting that illumination coming in. And I feel like the illumination will only come in when you have more openness with others, okay, but more just showing your cards, just putting your cards on the table. I think that is the thing that's going to really aid you with gaining a bit of clarity over this moon situation. We do have the Two of Swords with the Seven of Wands, so there is definitely a decision that needs to be made, but it feels like you're stuck in the middle, because you can't make this decision because it's going to have adverse effects, or you can't make that decision because it's going to have adverse effects. You know, you've got to write your pros and your cons, and you're still stuck in the middle. But then we move on to the Seven of Wands, which is that defending, this one over here, that defending energy of protecting what is yours. So I do feel that if it comes to, we're going to clarify further, but when it comes to, if you're needing to make a decision, I would say two things are quite important. One is to be as open as possible. Put your cards out on the table. And two, whatever that thing is that you feel mostly drawn to protect and nurture and stand up for yourself in, is kind of would probably be the thing that is pulling you in the right direction. I'm just going to go a little bit further. Two of Swords, please. What is this decision Sagittarius needs to be made? Okay, so we've got the Five of Pentacles. That relates to a sense of lack mentality, a sense of maybe not having enough money, not having enough the resources, that sort of thing. Squirreling away. And we got Ace of Pentacles and Six of Swords here. Okay. So it's weird, because it would seem like anyone would definitely choose. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here and the Six of Swords. And ultimately what's going to happen is you're going to move on to calmer waters, okay? With that with the Six of Swords over there. But as it being a choice between not having enough and being offered this gift that's coming in. When I say gift, I mean a gift from the universe. It's an opportunity, an offering that's coming in for you, and it's a pentacle, right? We're dealing with pentacles here. We're dealing with money. We're dealing with physical, tangible, material things that are going to help us move things along, right? The choice is between, do I stay in the hardship or do I take that opportunity? Okay, and I feel like because this card was in the middle, I feel like you are, you're trying to suss out with yourself, trying to suss out for yourself, what is the thing that's going to make me feel more at peace with my mind and with my journey. Because anyone would say, well, I'll choose Ace of Pentacles, thank you very much. But you're struggling with this because it might not be so clear cut. So I think what may help you as well is to consider, it also might mean that if there's an Ace of Pentacles being offered an opportunity, it may mean that someone's actually, it means that you have to relocate, move away from someone, which means that you have a loss where you're saying goodbye to the old. Okay, but what you would really be saying goodbye to is a lack mentality of not having enough. So why not say goodbye to that? Yes, you might have friends and family attached to that, but if you're saving your peace of mind, that is more of a gift to your family and friends, because then you're in a better position to help serve as a loved one. Seven of Wands, please. What are you protecting here? Or what are you evidencing here? Thank you. Oh, the Hierophant. Okay, so this could be this could be one of many things. Okay, it could be a job interview that you're going to, and you are having to basically sell yourself. And even if questions are posed at you, you have to evidence your position. And I would definitely say in this, you have the means to do so. If it was, and that could be related to the Ace of Pentacles that's coming in. If it was to do with kind of answering up to some sort of governmental organization, anything about charity, I don't know why I'm saying charity, but charity, any higher organization or systematic answering, okay? Again, I feel you will be able to do it. It may require you to get all your ducks in a row, make sure you have all your paperwork to hand, make sure, but I do feel that you are in the right position to do so. And as long as you remain emotionally detached from the situation and present the information as and when it's required, I think it's going to be very good for you, okay? So that's probably what is going on here. There's a lot going on. Like, it's weird. That's a lot going on in the kind of day-to-day material stuff, right? The things that you do, the things that you have, the things that you want, right? And then we move on here, which is all kind of a bit heavy. So, so I do feel that whatever you have to answer up to or defend or protect, you're good. You're okay. All right? It's positive. This energy of orphaned and temptation, this is basically the energy of kind of feeling really like this Five of Pentacles here, left out in the cold, neglected, abandoned, where people don't see you for your true worth, or feeling that there is great loss. Perhaps there is a literal loss, transition. If it's a very lonely feeling, but it's a lonely feeling that comes with being left behind, okay? But because we've got it with this temptation card, the temptation card is a card, because it's a good tarot deck, it's less heavy as traditional devil card, right? Meaning that you're coming into a realization of the things that you are, where you have very tight attachments to. Because the temptation card basically says it can be like a card of extreme, whether that be in a romantic setting, someone could be jealous or possessive. In a work setting, someone could be obsessive over their work. You know, you're basically not eating enough, not sleeping enough, not having balance in your life because you're so, and obsessed is a really kind of heavy word, but a lot of people can get obsessed with their work. I mean, I know I have in the past, and then other areas of my life kind of fall apart a bit. The temptation card can also talk about kind of being too money orientated or person orientated, where there's just not enough balance. There's one if you look at all aspects in your life, so say you've got health, you've got spirituality, you've got emotions, you've got mental health, well, the mental body, the physical body, you've got your exercising, your diet, all of those elements, right? You can make your own list of what that is. And if you have a look at a grand spectrum of them, you may be able to notice something where is a little bit overbalanced than the other, okay, or one's over there, okay? And it could be I'm in a toxic relationship and that is taking up so much of my time that I'm not able to have the balance with everybody else. Or it's something that's basically fairly toxic, but it doesn't have to be as soon as you try to recognize why there's such a tight hold. It could be related to this Hierophant and Seven of Wands of defending. It could be a situation. I mean, I don't see the Justice card here, but it could be a situation where you're having to protect and defend something, and that could make you that could lead you to the situation of feeling like you don't have enough, even though I do feel like it's coming out quite well for you. It's kind of going too much in the negative space with this temptation. And what it really leads to is this Five of Cups, this Ace of Swords, and this Nine of Swords, meaning there's regret over something that's happened in the past. Okay, now we are Mercury retrograde, meaning that we tend to have blasts in the past anyway. So anything that's any unfinished business from the past, which we didn't close up, properly is going to revisit us, okay, during this time. So it's a good time to actually address it and deal with it, so it can be closed and you can move on. Ace of Swords and Nine of Swords. Ace of Swords is that truth serum, seeing something from a whole new perspective, which is what I think you are seeing this situation for. I don't know why, but fighting for kids, that could be a situation that's playing up over here. Nine of Swords is that real anxiety in the mental body. Okay, so you've got the heart space here, you've got the mental space here. This was all dealing with the physical things that you do and the physical things that you have, the tangible world that we live in. And then what's making you feel quite kind of heavy and maybe a bit too unbalanced in one aspect. I also want to say, like, just be mindful of, you know, drinking at this time as well. It's not going to help the situation. Or drugs. Often there's a time and a place, but I do feel like if in May, when all this stuff comes up, it's not going to serve you very well. Sometimes there are wonderful services, so, you know, but not now. You're seeing a truth coming through. Now, what I would say, when you take the Ace of Swords with the Nine of Swords, it becomes a Ten of Swords, meaning it's something is over and done with, okay? So you are reaching, and 9 does talk about, 9s on numerology are endings. So there is anxiety attached, and there's mental anxiety coupled with that, a sense of regret and remorse for the past. Now with the 5 of Cups, he is so upset about the 3 Cups, which represents his past energies, his past emotions, all the things he invested into. He's caught up in that. He doesn't see the 2 filled cups behind him. They represent his future. So you do have a very strong future, and I can absolutely see it over here. But you have to get through this little niggle first of all. And I everything I say is little, but it's kind of big. It's kind of big. Let's clarify. 5 of Cups, please. Thank you. Judgment, right? And the Devil again. Okay. So perhaps you're waiting on some sort of judgment. When I was talking about the Hierophant, where you have to kind of, either it's a job interview or it's a answering up to something, there is a judgment call coming in. And then we have the Devil again. So I do feel that, again, you might be focusing too much on what you didn't say or what you didn't have or what you should have done, which is not going to serve you at this time. Not at all. You absolutely here have you can definitely present everything and protect what is yours for sure. But this judgment call over here, I feel like it's going to put you in a really kind of slum position. It's almost at such, it's, okay, I'll tell you the sort of energy I'm feeling, and you relate it to yourself, because it's not going to be your story, definitely not for all of you, but it is that energy where you have to, and I'll take the fighting for your kids analogy here, whereby things you've been maybe struggling to make ends meet, perhaps because you have to pay maintenance or of things for the kids, and maybe your partner has kids, and maybe you're fighting over custody, right? So I'm just using this as an analogy. And then you go to court because you have court proceedings to do, and then in the center of the month, what's happening is, like, you might have the opportunity to move to gain more money to be able to pay for the kids, but that might take you further away from the kids, meaning you don't know what to do, because you need the money to help support them, but it means you're going to be further away. And then the temptation comes in, because now you regret it even coming to this point, and that you couldn't have worked it out before. And there's a judgment call, but instead of you sort of thinking about the positive, that actually there's some wonderful things happening for you. I feel like you're stuck in that negative thought. You're stuck in that, oh shit, what if? Oh, I shouldn't swear, sorry. So, and you're a bit anxious about it. Now, that's not going to be your story, or it might be somebody's story, but that's the energy I'm feeling. It's very heavy. It's very, very heavy. And it feels like it's all consuming. Let's go to the Ace of Swords, which is this truth serum, this new perspective. Thank you. Well, here we go. Now, and I love this because when we talk about the good tarot deck, this particular card, it is that whole thing of I'm coming into understanding of where my extreme attachments lie, okay? And now you're seeing whatever the thing is that you are regretting over the past. Now the Ace of Swords presents a brand new perspective on things, a truth that you didn't see before. Now I'm not saying that anyone was deceitful in a situation, but what I am seeing is you are seeing now clarity, where there was a little bit of, you had the illumination, the openness with that, but then this all got in the way, right? And now you're seeing the clarity. It's like that double-edged sword. You're cutting through the truth, cutting to the truth, and you're seeing now. I feel like it's more like he's turning behind to see those two cups there. You see how it's the same card, okay? 3 in the front and 2 behind him, and you're now seeing it for as it truly is. It could even be that some information is presented to you, but it's a brand new way. You haven't seen it like this before. 9 of Swords, please. Can we clarify the 9 of Swords? Okay. We've got 3 of Pentacles. We've got King of Wands. And we've got... now Justice turns up. Okay, fine. So I would say this feels more like an advice because the 9 of Swords is so heavy a card, meaning it's very anxious. I mean, if you look at the card, it says it all, right? He doesn't look like a happy bunny at all. So I would say that this feels more like advice for you because we've got the 3 of Pentacles here, which talks about kind of collaboration, working with others, or maybe going back over something and kind of tweaking it, perfecting it. We've got the King of Wands, which is a very strong person in your life. Male or female, doesn't matter. And then we've got the Justice card. So what I would say, this is more like advice coming in for you. Where you feel anxiety, you need to open up to others, okay? And you need to get people involved together. So you need to, I think that's the thing that's going to help you bring the balance back from this overbearing energy over here. If it is a legal situation, I do feel like that's also going to help you. So call in your tribe. Even if it means that you have to pay out to get some expert advice, I do feel like getting people around you and helping you during this time is going to be really, really good for you. And then when you don't even realize it, all of a sudden we've got this huge transformation. We've got this Fool and this brand new sense of excitement and lust for life with the Knight of Cups. So it's like, when you're in this phase, you don't even think it's possible that something could be brand new and exciting, and there could be great, beautiful transformation in your life. But it's coming. It's coming. Right. The Fool. Can we clarify the Fool, please? Thank you. Ace of Wands. There we go. This could be a new job, new project, brand new idea. It is definitely in your favor. I would go for it. If that was related to the Ace of Pentacles over there, I would jump right ahead because we've got the Fool now. Now, the Fool is a major arcana. It's all about taking that leap of faith. You've got the energy supporting you, right? So take that leap. And the Knight of Cups seems like you either moving with that sense of love, or someone else is moving for you. We've got the 4 of Pentacles over here. So I do feel like at this time, it would be wise to maybe not advertise to many people what this new venture you are embarking on is. I would just maybe keep it close to my chest for now. But I do feel like you're moving with love. You are kind of excited about it. Is an idealistic feeling attached to it. And why the hell not? Okay. Now, what's interesting is all of this comes under the Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So what I would say for you is throughout the month of May, the thing you need to ask yourself is, regardless of all these difficulties or these toxic situations, all these indecisions and not quite sure where to go because you feel like you might get burnt one way or another, ask yourself this question. Do all of these situations really relate to my mission in life? Okay? Meaning, there is something else that's actually calling you. And what happens usually in life is, even though we set up a situation for ourselves, we set up a lifestyle for ourselves best as we can within our situation to make it comfortable and loving and exciting. And then sometimes they're ripped away from us and we don't know why, and we suffer. But usually what's happening is it's actually a way to shift us onto a different path, okay? And I do feel like all of this is not only serving you in terms of that you will gain wisdom moving forward, but I do feel that there is that warrior inside of you just bursting to come out. And maybe you resonate with being a light worker, or leading the way for others, or fighting for a cause in a loving way. There is something, all of this is basically leading you to your ultimate path, okay? So, and it's going to be a wonderful transformation, and it's going to be, you won't be able to recognize your life again. Like in 6 months time, it will be a totally different, it was like a paradigm shift, right? So I would take solace in that, knowing that actually, even though these things are very heavy, and it might be a very tricky month, you're having to answer to people, you're having to almost make yourself so vulnerable with that openness card, put yourself in a very difficult situation, be on the brink of almost depression and feeling completely abandoned. But what it's doing really at a higher level, your higher self is actually shifting gears for you majorly, because if they don't shift it to this intensity, you're not going to get on the path that is designed for you to really kind of be the warrior that you are, okay? And I do feel like it is completely in alignment with you, because it's the Ace of Wands, you're that fire, okay? So that path is calling for you. You've got this SHIT to get through. So I wish you all the best. That's all I have for you. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and share if this resonated. And I'll see you next month. Okay, take care. Bye.